And just like that, another day in work is done, and we are back on another vlog. Same thing happened last week with my legs. Didn't feel it much after training when I got home, but it was after I'd been home for a couple of hours and been sat down that I stood up and the sort of DOMS and fatigue hit. Although it's not been too bad today since I've been out and about in work. It eases off quite quick, but I'm still a bit sceptical once I get going for today's session, which, like I said, the handbrake's still on. I've had to switch around with tomorrow's training, or what would have been tomorrow, and that is going to be a conditioning session. So again, I'm trying to keep the camera still, going over the speed bumps. I probably should start filming after speed bumps really, and once I'm on a bit more straight road, but it is what it is. I end up just overthinking it and then just getting in my own head. And we're off. Anyway, yeah, so I've put together today's session. It's going to be some erg work to begin with, followed by some upper bodybuilding. I did consider doing some bench beforehand, but I think I was just sort of looking at my posture and feeling my shoulders yesterday. That bench isn't doing much for my shoulders, and thinking about it, I don't really need to bench heavy or at all, so I think I'm going to, for the foreseeable at least, switch back to dumbbell bench and just do those. I felt much better doing those in the lead up to Vienna, and I feel like I get much better chest contractions with the dumbbells rather than the barbell. Just feels awkward and I end up shrugging it up. So that's the plan with that. So today's session is going to be, again, depending on what it's like when I'm there, I think 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 calories on the ski with 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, alternating dumbbell snatch, resting 5 minutes into 50, 40, 30, 20, 10 calories in the row, and 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 wall balls. Again, I saw this plan from the session type from Steely Mikey on Instagram, but he did it with, I think, 15 toes to bar between each, and then 15 something else. But being who I am, I like to abuse myself. I'm a bit sadistic in that sense, so I'm making it tougher than it needs to be, but should hopefully get through it. Aim to get the wall balls unbroken, and then afterwards, like I say, do some upper bodybuilding work, dumbbell bench, maybe do an incline, do some shoulder work, and then some rows pull down to arms, and then football later. I just wonder why my legs felt so heavy. I just realised this is the first time in a very long time I've trained done 2 back-to-back gym sessions, but should be okay for the wall balls, which I'm going to try and go unbroken. And I realised, checked the timetable for the gym, and I didn't realise there was another kit session on today at 4 o'clock, so I decided to flip the sessions around. So starting with the 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 wall balls, and no, skip row curls and wall balls. Again, try and go faster, just get things mixed up. So we're going to hopefully fly through that and then head upstairs for the ski and snatch if this first part doesn't knock me out. I actually think it was a good idea doing the wall balls and rower first, because I don't think I would have done as well doing it second. I did manage to do up to the 40s unbroken, but then unfortunately I had to split the 50s up into 2 lots of 25. It felt relatively smooth. I was holding between 12 and 1300 calories per hour on the row, and then the wall balls, like I say, felt relatively comfortable up until sort of the end of the 40s, and then because it was such a short break between them, my shoulders just absolutely gave out. And we are now ready for part 2, which is 50, 40, 30, 20, 10 Kalski, and I'm going to change the dumbbell snatch for a hang dumbbell snatch, because last time I did high volume snatching, my body wasn't used to it, so it all went into my lower back, so I tended to sort of, rather than squat down, I always hinge down to the floor, all that pressure goes on the back. So I'm just going to do a hang, which feels much better, and it'll save the lower back and legs for football later. Although it's still 150 reps, which is a lot more than I'm used to, so I hope it's not too bad, but doesn't take as long. And also that took 15 minutes and 3 seconds. I'm very annoyed that I didn't go into 15, because if I didn't rest so much between the 25s, the 50s, again, I'm thinking too fast. It basically didn't break or take too long between the break. I've got sub 15, so that's the goal for next time. And I'll probably imagine I'll get around the same, if not longer, for the skis. That's around 15 to 20 minutes. I'm actually better on the skis in the row, so let's jump in and find out. Now, I think I mentioned this a couple of weeks ago, and they finally arrived. But I'm now in partnership with a electrolyte brand. They are Revival, and they sent me their rehydration and recovery sachets. I've only had a few of these. This is my third one, and it does really help with my rehydration, because like I always say, I struggle to drink water post training because I sweat a lot. I always fail to feel rehydrated. I end up feeling thirsty, or I keep feeling thirsty, and I don't quite quench that thirst, which means these are ideal for that. And also because I'm playing football later, this is good to make sure I'm rehydrated and hydrated for that. But I think that's gonna end this video. It was a good little short session. I think I'm kind of glad I cut things short so to not do too much volume. I need to remind myself that, like I said yesterday, I'm in like the off season, and I don't need to always do high volume, Hyrox specific work. Like today was a really enjoyable session. Like if I did bench, I probably would have got frustrated, because I did actually try an incline bench, but I just sort of set off my shoulder, and that was with dumbbells. So I've got 2.5 hours now to chill before football. I'm gonna have this, have my bowl of oats with maybe some Nutella before football, and good football. I'll put on how far I ran on the screen. Probably last few weeks I've been running around like sort of 6.5k, which has been pretty surprising and pretty comfortable. So hopefully I'm able to get on the score sheet and assist tonight, but we'll have to wait and see. Rest day tomorrow, because I'm taking Odin to the vet. Although part of me wants to go for a run and just try some nasal only breathing, put one of those little mouth strips I've got on, but I'll have to wait and see how the body feels tomorrow, because Thursday I want to run some intervals, Friday the conditioning session, and then Saturday a long zone 2. So got to think about the long game rather than how I feel on the day, because rest is good for you and all that jazz. But yeah, gonna enjoy this, eat, chill, football, eat, chill, bed, and catch you all in the next one. Peace.